लैपटॉप का यूजुअली जो वॉल्यूम होता है कम ही होता है थोड़ा।
हाँ हाँ।
तो मैंने अलग से स्पीकर लगा रखा है।
अच्छा, तो
हम्म।
फिर आवाज इनपुट कैसे लेता है वो स्पीकर?
ये सिर्फ आउटपुट, वो फिर माइक सेलेक्ट कर सकते हो ना। यूजुअली जो वॉल्यूम होता है कम ही होता है
यू आर
थोड़ा।
नाउ लाइव।
हाँ। तो व्हाट आई वाज सेइंग इज, जो माइक है देन यू कैन सेलेक्ट कि विच
Yes.
माइक यू
Okay.
वांट टू
I
यूज फॉर
understood. I
स्पीकर।
understood. So thanks for giving your valuable time to us, and we are happy to listen your summary on a book. Grit.
Not grit, we are going to discuss atomic habit, right? Not grit, or you want to
Okay.
discuss grit?
Okay. Whatever you are comfortable. You are the expert. So
So
let us
I thought
start.
that why not discuss atomic habit, because anything we want to do in life, that we can accomplish only through habits, what we habits we form, whether we are forming good habits or bad habits. So usually we must stay away from forming bad habits and try to focus and put our 100% efforts in creating or developing good habits only. And today we are going to discuss this wonderful book by James Clear. The authors mention that if you work on any of the thing, just 1% improvement every day, day after day after day for a year, there can be 37% improvement. And it is not like that you need to improve on every aspect. Just do these things in the form of tiny tiny things, a small improvement. And if you improve small, that's become compounded impact for longer duration of time. So it must be done on daily basis. What do you feel? Does that you feel good, or I mean, that does that, how does that feel to you, Mr. Sunny? Do you feel that that is really going to make a difference if we kind of stack up good habits every day?
Yes,
Few.
yes, yes. So man is made by the this own habits. So if you have a more good habits, you become the man of the wisdom, man of the energy, man of the positivity.
And
So I
in
think
fact,
habits is
the
everything.
James Clear has given these examples also. Like if you read at only 2 pages every day, you can read 730 pages in a year. But yes, of course, that must go without any inhibition, without any break. They must go each and every day, and that will ensure that you are ready with 3 books in a year. And that's a huge achievement when you do not read a single word each day. And if you are reading just 2 pages, you will be having the knowledge of 3 good books, right? So that's the kind of benefits you can get from these small stack ups. Like if you walk daily for 10 minutes, then definitely that will reflect into your health. Yes. And what also the author suggests, there are two things: systems and goals. So you can decide your goal, but to achieve your goal, you need to make a system. Like if you want to reduce weight, so you have decided that I want to reduce 10 kg of weight. For that, you need to make a system that I will daily go on walk for 15 minutes, and along with that, I will also focus on the diet. So if you are making system with the required component, what is required to achieve that goal, definitely then that goal setting will be productive. Otherwise, you can only make goals, and if you are not making system aligning with that goal, then there is no use of that goal. The goal will be there, but you will not achieve the results. What do you say, Mr. Sunny?
Yes, yes, agree, agree.
And of course, the 1% rule is one of the important rule that author discussed. We already discussed, if we improve 1% daily in a year, of course we can become 37% better, right? Then author also discussed that creating a habit is kind of need to make it easy. And how to make it easy? The author gives a 4 step process, and that is defined in the form of, like, there is q is the trigger that starts the habit. Then there is craving is, that is the desire to act on that triggers that habit, right? Craving is to act on that particular habit. And response is the action we take, and reward is when that action has been taken, that we need to reward it. So cue, craving, response, and reward, these are the 4 steps that help in creating habit. Cue is that something that will create, that will start us, that will trigger us to start that habit. Craving, we are desired to act on that cue. Response is the action we take on that craving, and reward is that when that response, when that action has completed, we reward ourselves. So like reading book. So if you are planning to read a book every night before sleeping for 10 minutes, first thing is required that you need to keep a book by your bed, besides your bed. So that is a cue. When you go at bed, you saw that there is a book. So that is the cue, that is the trigger to start the to read that book. That is like the trigger for that habit. Then you will crave, that you will be having the desire, like that I need to start reading that book. And then you actually take that step to read that book for 10 minutes. And when you read that book for 10 minutes, you give yourself some reward. For that, you need to decide what really you want to do do for that reward, in terms of what, like you, maybe you can give yourself a good food for the next day. Like if I read today, I will give myself a 10 minutes walk, that can be a reward. That the reward must be as per your own wish, that actually give you pleasure. So that kind of reward should be there attached to that habit, so that will form the habit. So there are these 4 things that will make the habit into a real habit. Cue, craving, then what was the third thing? Response and reward. And then there is another thing, that we need to make the habit obvious. Obvious, when it's say obvious, the cue for the habit must be easy to notice, that yes, we have to do it. It must be attractive, easy to do, and satisfying. When we will complete the habit, it will be rewarding for us. So that will actually create and reinforce this habit to do each and every day. So that is also one of the thing, that 4 laws of behavior change, that also suggested by the James Clear. So like example, if we talk about this 4 law: obvious, it must be obvious, it must be attractive, easy, and satisfying. So James Clear suggests that put your gym shoe, for this is for the gym goers, that if you want to build a habit for your gym, that you go at least gym for daily, the first step is that you put your shoe near to the door. That will make you obvious that you have to go to the gym. That will remind you, yes, my shoe is there at the door, I need to go there. And the second start is start with 2 minutes, so that is attractive, that you have to just go for 2 minutes. And then third thing is tick off your tracker and make it visible to your tracker. Or attractive, when I say attractive, so let's see it again. So I missed one step. The first step is keep your shoe at the door. The second step is have some good music so that it is attractive. And third thing is, let's keep it easy. Let's just keep it for 2 minutes, and then also track it. So that will make it to happen in a regular way. So I think I have taken some time. So these are the habits that will be formed in the form of this. So if you really want to make a habit, then there are the 4 step formula: cue, craving, response, and then reward, right? React and reward. And then you need to make it easy, and then you need to really make it more attractive, obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying. So if you are really are able to follow these four laws while trying to developing any of the habit, you will be through with the habit. And one more important rule is that in case when you miss some day in practicing, whether you are when you are creating a habit, when like you try to go gym daily, right? If you miss one day, that's okay. But if you miss twice, that is very dangerous. Then you keep going on, missing and missing and missing. So it's very important. If you leave miss one day, you need to ensure that you go next day very honestly, and come what may, you need to go for the third day. So that's how we can kind of create habit. Next part I'll discuss maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow, but for today it is the habit, that how to make it and what are the laws we need to abide by. So thank you so much. This was all from me for today. Now
Thank
it's
you.
it's
Thank
your
you
turn.
for giving us a wonderful summary of the wonderful book, The Atomic Habits. And we loved the way you have communicated, and also the examples and the crux of the books you have given. I hope you will also further enlighten us from more about this book in the next session. And with this, I thanks to all the or our your viewers for seeing this or watching this video. Thank you. So, shall we close this live session?